everyone, today I'll be reviewing this documentary. It is on Netflix. It's called The Murder of Rachel Nickell, and this is a companion series to the series it dropped on Netflix called The Witness, and this is the actual documentary on Rachel Nickell, where we start with the series, how Rachel Nickell, she was brutally murdered in Wimbledon Common in southwest London, 5th of July in 1992. And we see how her boyfriend and her son, especially we see the through her boyfriend Andrew, through his lens, how he was finding out, and how all the investigation was done, because this murder happened in 1992. And we see, especially this series, this documentary really brings very interesting concept, because in 1992, even though they knew who was the murderer was, but still they couldn't arrest him because they did not have witness. The only witness was the 2-year-old son, but he didn't remember anything, and there wasn't enough evidence. So we see this show in this documentary in 2000 or something. The detective calls Andrew and tells him that here is because there is a new breakthrough was happening in DNA test. So they found some evidence about the murder investigation. So they call him and tells him, we are reopening the case because of the DNA and everything. We can, they feel they can finally convict the killer. That is what this documentary starts with. So as I said, because earlier I reviewed on The Witness, the show, this limited series, this documentary, this event it is based on. So if you see this documentary, and if you want to know more about how everything went through, I feel like you should check out The Witness, that limited series, because that limited series brings more details about what happened and everything. In this documentary, this documentary is 1 hour and something long. This documentary try to tell the audience, how all the investigation, how they found all the breakthrough and everything. It isn't about the 2-year son who was the witness of his mother's murder, I guess. So what do I think about this documentary? I really like this documentary because I just recently watched the limited series Witness. After that, I was watching this. I was really was very interesting to see this. Especially this starts with, you see Rachel, how she was really this full of life person and really is very good mother. And she was so young when she was murdered, and it's so sad. And she had this, she was just had a kid, he was only 2 years old, obviously. She just had him, and her future plan and everything. This documentary tried to bring more behind the scene about Rachel and Andrew, their relationship. So one thing about watching this documentary is, sorry, I have to keep comparing to the limited series because they're kind of you have to see them back to understand this. So the one thing about this documentary, I felt, how in the limited series is all about Alex, he was the witness, how he felt and everything. But this one, he was really absent, the Alex character, this 2-year son, he was really absent throughout this documentary. I was just listening to Andrew, and I was thinking about, oh man, and this Alex, I guess he isn't open to talk about his mom's death still, that's what I was thinking when I was watching it. So this documentary I really liked. As I said, I really liked the limited series. Of course, I liked this one, right? So if you want to know more about her killing and the relationship with the Alex and everything, I think you should check out The Witness, that limited series. It's quite good as well. This one is also good, but this is more about all detective, they're telling the audience how they were doing investigation and everything. This one doesn't have the emotional punch that limited series has, because this is more about all this detective and everything. So that is what I was thinking when watching. Although I feel like this guy, Andrew, he still is very traumatized by the event, but listening to him, I really like believed all the thing he was saying. He was really very traumatic, uh, and the sad thing. But I feel like once again that like the limited series really captured his emotion more than this documentary ever can, I guess, because documentary is about how that event took place, right? Isn't same as the series, because series is more emotionally made and everything. That is what I was thinking when I was watching it. Both of them are really good, but you should definitely check one with another to get understanding more of this, especially to get more emotional closer. I felt like watching this documentary. Definitely check out The Witness, then you will feel more this one, what is it about. But it does ends very strong note, especially Andrew, he's trying to move on with his son and everything. But The Witness in that, like the limited series, really brings Alex and the killer, the what is the killer was thinking and everything. I like that a lot in that. And overall, I thought both of these are so good. I really like watching both of this story. It was really is very devastating and heartbreaking story that I personally really like. And that's my thought on this. Let me know in the comment. What do you think about this? If you enjoyed this video, watch other videos and other topics. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. Until I see you next time, please take care.